Good morning. Feels like a long time since I've done a live stream. I've been extremely busy with all work at the gyms. But today I'm going to squeeze a session in, and I'll probably do this for the next couple of Fridays until the kids are on holidays. And then I have the mothers group that I have that time slot. So it'll be probably a Tuesday morning in another couple of weeks that I'll do the live stream. So spread your toes, ankles, knees, and hips on top of one another. Shoulders down away from the ears, hands onto the lower belly. Let's take a breath in through your nose. And then out through the mouth. When you breathe out, stomach moves in towards the spine. Let's go again. Breath in through the nose. And sighing out. Hands a bit higher. Breath in. And sighing out. And then one more breath in. And then exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, take the arms to the side. Inhale, arms move forward. Sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. There are lots of abs for you today, and bring the arms straight down in front. Come up onto the balls of the feet, will stay lifted, and then take those arms to the side. Inhale, arms come forward, sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up, and then bend your knees, arms come down, the heels stay lifted. Just the arms on their own. Inhale, lifting up, and then take it out to the side. So movement with breathing, that's what Pilates is about, of course. Inhale, arms lift up. Come down a little bit more into those legs. And we'll go again. Inhale forward. And of course, we start and finish with balancing as usual. Inhale up. And then come down that last little bit. So we're going to come up, lower our heels down, step over onto our left leg. Our right leg is lifted. We're just staying here. Make sure your bottom shoulder turns forward a little bit more. I know the screen's gone dark, I'm not sure why. The lights are on. 2 more breaths here. We're going to go float into an aeroplane. So arms to the side, leg goes back, and you want to try and keep our supporting leg as straight as possible. If it's too much looking straight ahead, just look slightly down. That won't put too much pressure on your neck. 2 more. And come up over to the other side to our star. It's been very nice being back at the gyms. It's very busy, but the classes aren't so busy, but just work. There's so much going on at the moment, which is great for me. But it meant I had to neglect this live stream channel for a couple of weeks, but now I've got my head around all the classes that I'm doing. I can fit this in just for until some of the classes die down over the Christmas break. But the mums and bubs group, that's only during term, so that's always I can get the Tuesday in during holidays. Bring the arms to the side and then take that leg back. And we're in our aeroplane again. So this should feel like a lovely stretch through the back of that supporting leg. You have to excuse me, I've got a bit of a croaky throat. I actually did go and get a COVID test a couple of weeks ago because Anna got sick and then I got sick. But we are obviously negative. And there's a lot of cases going around in this area now. Let's come up. We're going to bring our knee in, take it to the side. Alba School has now 3 different cases and apparently not related. So it's just crossing your fingers it's not going to come to her class again. 2 more she'll be spewing because she's got swimming all next week. She doesn't want to miss that. Bring it in, lower that down. Cool. I promise I've been working and practicing in between. Balance goes in stages though. It's a little bit of a curve. Do a few more breaths. And bring that leg in, lower it down. We'll place our right foot in just for our tree pose. And then hands can stay either at your heart. Third eye will lift. Shoulders stay relaxed. And if you're feeling comfortable, you can try looking up. Think about separating those toes. You don't want to bunch up those toes at all. Nice. Let's change sides, please. Opening the knee out. Remember any of those three options for the hands. Remember, you should feel that the tummy muscles are moving in as you're breathing out. Okay, so we're going to come down onto the mat, and what better way to start than with place. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and I'll just move myself forward as well as lowering the screen down. And we'll start with some planks. We've got a couple of different sets of planks today, but the first one's definitely going to be the longest. So we're up on our hands and we're on our toes, shoulders away from the ears. Just think about your breath. When you breathe out, stomach lifts up. So we're holding each position 8 to 10 breaths, and there's lots of different positions to work front abs, upper, lower, as well as sides. Just 2 more breaths and then we'll turn to one side. So bring one hand in. We're going to stack our feet and then lift, driving those hips upward. Now, of course, if you feel comfortable, you look up. But if that's too much for you, you can take your eye gaze down. So just coming back to the center again. Making sure that your body is in a nice straight position. You don't want to have your bottom up, nor do you want to have your hips dropping down. You also want to push into your fingers more than in your wrists, or more than in your palms, so that your wrists don't get too much of a caning. So we're going to take the other hand into the center. Again, stack the feet. Drive our hips up. Like before, if you can manage to look up, try that. But it does make you work your balance a bit harder. So you might feel better looking slightly down. So just gently bring this hand back down. And now before we lower to the elbows, let's just do some pulling of the knees in towards the chest. Changing sides. You shouldn't have to lift your glutes at all. And let's gently lower to the elbows. So the wrists, release for them, but definitely not into the core. That keeps on going. Two more, bit of shake going on maybe. My core is definitely feeling this. So we're going to take one hand in, stack those legs, lift it up, keep those hips lifted. So this is all over core, yeah? Obviously the arms that are supporting you are getting a workout too. 2 more breaths. Now gently make your way back to the center. Again, just set yourself up in really strong core positioning, shoulders away from the ears. Press those palms together. Go for a few more and then we're going to turn the other way. So here it comes, other arm in. We stack and we lift. Relax the shoulders though. No, I don't want you to feel any tension, unnecessary tension. I definitely want you to feel tension in the core, but definitely not in the neck. 2 to go. Then we're coming back to the center for the last exercise for your plank. Come back to the center. Of course, we'll do more later, but we're not for now. This one though, the knees coming around to the side. Just like that. Go for 4 more, and then we're going to flip over to be on our back to continue working our abs. All right, so let's just flip ourselves over. No break. Toes together, pointed up. Exhale, rise to sticking point. Head and shoulders stay lifted. So this is working now more the upper belly. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, lower. And you move with the breath. The girls got a balloon at a party the other week, well, on the weekend. We had a very busy weekend function-wise. It was lovely. You worry, you do worry still. Come on up, come back halfway. I think our numbers are so high thanks to those people protesting in the city. They're not making things any better. Remember, as you're coming up, you're feeling the stomach move down. A few more. Then we're going for our small ones. So come to the sticking point, come back centimetre, and then we lift it again. So the good thing about getting into these straight from the planks, the abs are already activated. You should see they're moving down as you're rising up. Now you've got 2 more, and then we're going to go for our roll up and working some strong boat poses. Hold it up, bring the legs straight if you need to, or even use your elbow. Let's peel up slow. Take your time, you don't want to rush it. Then sit tall at the top, come back halfway, stop there. Bring the legs away so you're feeling nice and balanced in those legs. Inhale in, exhale lift. Inhale down, exhale forward, like that. With the breath you move those arms. So inhale to bring them in, exhale to lift them, inhale to lower, and then exhale, come forward. Bit of shaking going on, that's good. After this we'll get into a bit more for the lower belly. And then I'm going to do a combination of upper and lower belly via our killer abs, which I don't think we've done for ages. Let's kill those abs. 2 more. Stay there. Let's slowly roll ourselves back. And let's have a quick stretch because you deserve that. And now we're going to get into some lower belly exercises. So we've got a nice point in our toe. We'll just start for a scoop, then lift the leg, then back in and change sides. Scoop, lift, back in and change again. I don't know what that is. Doesn't matter. I'll go and check later. This is more important, right? I'll tell you what I have discovered. I don't know if you've ever watched the Food Channel, but there's this show called Struggle Meals. It's this guy that cooks very cheaply. He's hilarious. I don't eat most of the stuff he cooks. It's just, but he's very talented. And of course it's all, a lot of meat. But he's so funny. So the last few days, Anna and I, because she's around, she watches it with me. It's very, very good. All right, so listen, we've done the one leg at a time. If you can, both legs together, down and then up and then back. And if it's too much, you go back to single leg at a time. Yeah, up, flex, back down into the point. Up, flex, down into the point. 2 more. Then I will give us just an active recovery before we get into the killer abs. Make this the last one. All right, so bring the legs down fairly close to the bottom, underneath the knees, push your hips up. So lift the hips higher, down a little bit. So this is working your glutes, but at the same time you're giving your core a bit of a release. Exhale on the lift, inhale on the lower. So you're squeezing quite tight. If you feel though that your back feels like it needs that assistance, you can place your hands under. And that's a perfectly acceptable option. So with the killer abs, just to prepare you, you're pulsing 4 pulses to each position that I name, and then you finish with a roll up. And we're going to repeat it maybe 6 times through. 3 times coming to the front first, and 3 times going to the back first. It'll make sense once we start doing it. Go for 4 more. And just gently bring ourselves down. So we've got our legs away, arms forward, pulse for 4. Bring the arms to me for 4. Go. Now take the arms to the back for 4. Front knee, pull it in 4 times. Now the back knee. Both legs up, they stay still for 4 pulses. Stay still. Now feet come down, roll up for 4. 4. 3, 2, down for 4. So that's round 1. We've got 5 more. Center pulse, go. Use the breath. To the front, let's go. Now to the back. The neck might feel a bit sore, but it will get over it, I promise. Front knee in. Other knee. Both legs up, retreat. Feet down, roll for 4. Go. 4, 3, 2, down for 4. So this is the last time to the front first, but center pulse to begin. To the front, come to me. To the back, use the breath. Front knee in, come on. Other leg, so it's a single leg, it moves. Now with the both legs, they don't move. Feet down from rolling for 4. 4, 3, 2, down for 4. We're going for 3 more times. Center pulse, go. This time, legs go to the arms to the back, not the legs. Now to the front. We're working back knee in. Now the front knee. Both knees up. Feet down for the roll. 4, 3, 2, down for 4. We've got 2 more rounds. That's all. Center pulse. To the back. Now to the front. Back leg, draw it in. Pull it to you with control. Other side. Both legs lift. Feet down with the roll. Go. 4, 3, 2. Last time coming your way. Make it good. Center pulse. Arms to the back. Now to the front. Back leg in. Front knee. Both legs up, feel the burn in the gut. Yeah, oh yeah. We're going to do 1.5 rolls. Feet down. 4, 3, 2, down for 4. Then we're coming back up just once. Here we go. 4, 3. Flip yourself over into a plank. Ooh. So no break. So good. Stepping out and in. Go for 4 more. And onto the elbow. So I told you, not as long as the first lot. We're still stepping out and in. Let's go. That will flip over onto our back again later, or shortly. One more each way, then we're flipping over. Too good. Back onto your back. Woo. Let's go for basic abdominal strengtheners. Rise to sticking point. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, lift off. So your neck should feel completely normal now. But if you're still feeling, oh, it's a bit tense, hold behind your neck. For a few more. Come up on this one, halfway back, rise again. It's a smaller move. It's not the smallest that we'll be doing this morning, but it's definitely a lot smaller than that first one. Little ones coming your way, come up, centimetre back. Good job, good job, good job. One more. It's going to hurt that roll up. It's already hurting. Come forward because of all the abs we've done prior. Let's roll. Sit tall. We're going to do one boat pose here. So stay back, shoulders relaxed. Take your legs away so you're feeling balanced. Arms with the palms downward facing. And pull it in just like that. Shoulders stay relaxed. Go for 4 more. Such a strain in the belly. All right, bring the arms forward, palms together, slowly roll on back. We get a mini break and then we're getting into some lower belly again. Take the arms and legs away. So lower belly in isolation. Flexed feet. We're going to take one leg down, then we're going to push it away straight. We can. Same side, same thing. The other side's not moving. In fact, if you want to make it harder, move the angle away at the hip so that the leg is away more and working your lower belly even more. This is really strong in the lower belly. If your back is feeling any tension, you can take the straight leg up on a higher angle when it goes away straight. But we're just going to do one more time on this side and then we'll switch to the other side. Let's go. Other leg, heel down first, then push the foot away at can. Heel down, and then the can. Pilates version of our can. Very different to the dance. At the end of the class today, I'm just going to throw in a little bit of yoga in terms of our balance, crow, and a headstand. If you want to stick around for it, do so. If you want to go, I understand. I've got to leave the house in about half an hour anyway, so we'll be done in the next 20 minutes or so. One more. But of course, I'm not going to do the balances first, then we'll do that yoga stuff. Okay. So we're going to bring our feet down, but they're wider this time, underneath the knees with the feet lifted up, pushing hips up and out, up and out, up and, just straight. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is just a bit of that active recovery for the abs, but to keep the body still working because you don't want to have a complete break. Feeling good in those glutes, isn't it? And we're going to get into some upper and lower combined, but it's going to be more for your waist focused. 2 more. Okay, so gently bring those legs down. Take your knees over to one side and you're holding behind your head, preferably with the hand that is closer to where the knees are. The other one you can hold on to, crunching up. So the crunching goes straight. And this way, you're working the top side. Good to have a couple of people out there in the live stream. Nice to know that you guys are still benefiting from these classes. There's a definite lack of members at the gym. You know, some of the classes are quite busy, but most of the classes are very quiet. My busiest classes are the aerobics and Pilates with the seniors. They like have no drama going back to the gym. Pull one knee in, the top knee in fact, and then push it away. That's over at Aquarina. They're troopers. For me, fitness first, and the other gyms, very quiet. I think probably by February people will get back into it. A lot of people will have had their boosters by then as well, probably feeling a bit safer. But I'll still keep this going as much as I can. It's just my classes, like I said, are very busy. Do 2 more. And then if you can, you're going to do the double leg. So they move away and they come up together. Just 4 more, and we'll take our knees over to the back. Strong. Okay, so legs over to the other side, crunching up. Two more. Now we're going to bring our top knee in. Let's go. That was my knee cracking. Since I got a little bit unwell, I haven't done much cardio except for classes. I haven't done my morning walks for, I think, it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. I haven't done any morning walks. But my knees have improved a lot. It's twofold because I love my morning walks. It's like my favorite thing to do in the day. But they're bad for me, obviously. Maybe I just need to walk slower. Who knows? Both legs. Let's go. Four more. Come on. Alright, bring it in. Whew, good job. Hey, we're going to roll ourselves up. We're going to do a couple of boat poses here, and then we'll get into some back exercises. So I hope you're feeling well so far. Nice straight back, arms come forward, tip back. Now if you feel like that's not enough padding for your back, you can just fold your mat, one or both of them, if you've got to, and just sit yourself on. So just rolling back. Now we're going to have our toes, we're lifting and taking them away, then lifting and bring them together. I like to bring my arms in, makes it harder, and they sort of feel like they're out of the way. Shoulders stay dropped. Two more. We might as well do some tabletops in between instead of having a break. Okay, so bring the feet down, bring the arms back, and we'll push all the way up into a nice strong table. Just hold this one still. This is working your arms, obviously. That's working your underside of your body. Back, glutes, hamstrings. Sit back down. Get yourself into another boat pose, so sitting nice and tall on your back to start with, arms forward, then we tip on back. Now we're going to either have your toes midway or lift. Shoulders relax. You can stay with your arms there, or you can take your arms back. Arms come forward, feet down, come on up. We've got our extended tabletop. All this is working your core really strongly. Just holding this nice and still. Keep pushing up, shoulder blades come together to lift up through the chest. And now we're going to just relax ourselves down. So that's basically a reverse plank. Now we're going to do a forward plank again, and I'm going to come this far away just so that it's properly seen. So we're going to come to our side. We're going to take our legs away, not really side. We're going to extend up and then bring it down, and then extend up the other side and bring it down. Now there's not too much rotation in the hips. They're still pretty much forward facing or downward facing. Go for 4 more. Then I've got one little burn plank down on our elbows. Quite intense, but I reckon you guys can handle it. Okay, so we're going to bring our feet in, down onto our elbows. Now the option is a fast step out or up and in, jumping. 8, 7, so double 8. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. Come down. Oh, so I was counting, obviously, the double. Good job. That might have got your heart rate up, definitely got your belly working. So we'll come down onto our belly and we'll give our back a bit of attention now. We've got our arms in front. We're going for opposite arm and leg, lift them up. Then we change into the other arm and leg. You can, in this one, leave your forehead down. Going for 4 more of these opposites, and then we're going to lift both arms and legs. Both up. Now the upper body is going to have a break. Bring the legs in close and they start to do just a little bit of a clap. Arms will come back in shortly, but I'm just going to give upper back and the arms the break. Keep this going. And stop, lower the legs down, lift opposite arm again and leg, then to the diagonal, then bring it center, then lower. Change sides, inhale, lift, diagonal. Going for a few more, and then we're going to do the both arms and legs moving exactly the same way. At the same time. 1 more on each side. Just a good measure So the arm and leg goes up, then they hit the diagonals, and then they come back in and lower. Both at the same time. Let's go. Feel how intense this is. Upper and lower back. Three more of those. All right, bring the arms in, legs stay lifted, and we're just going to do a half swim. This will be the last exercise down here on our belly, and then we'll come up and just do a little bit of back on our all fours before we come up and do balance. And then if you want to join me at the end for a little bit of balance yoga style, you can. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. And relax those legs. Push all the way up onto all fours. We're going to bring our shoulders back away from the ears. Opposite arm and leg. Hold them here. Not doing anything. If it's too much for your wrist, you can make a fist and be on your knuckles. Okay, to the diagonals. Arm goes away, leg goes away, stay there. You're going to move between those 2 points. So inhale straight, exhale diagonal. Inhale straight, exhale diagonal. Feeling it in your waist a bit. 2 more only. Bring the arm and leg down. Woo. Other arm and leg, holding still. Shoulders, relax them. We'll go to diagonal and stay there just for a few breaths. Remember, you can make that fist for the knuckles. You don't have to stay on the palm. Try not to let the hip drop down. Keep it in line with the other. Here comes our movement. Inhale straight. Out we go. Bring it down, toes together, knees apart. Have a lovely stretch, well-deserved stretch, and then we will make our way up to standing. Whew. To getting the core completely contracted. That will help us when we get to the yoga part as well, which is really quite challenging, the 2 exercises I'm going to get us to do. If you want to do them with me, let's come back a bit more. I'll come back down there with the yoga part. So sink down into the legs. Wrap your right leg over. Push your palms into each other. And then press that knee down. And that will be a lovely stretch here for your glute. Keep your hands there, cross that leg over now and sink into your prayer, and then your left arm will come under the right. Lift the fingers, push them towards me. Release the arms. Sink into the legs. Left leg comes over. Palms into the prayer. Nice cool day today. It's been hot, hasn't it? Very, very hot. Which is good in a way. Good and bad. We haven't had much heat up until now. But it just sort of shocks your body because you don't get that lead up. Let's cross it in. Ooh. And then your right arm comes under the left. Lift up, push the fingers away. Release. Right foot, hold on to the inside part. Arm lifts. Dancer's pose. And we'll release that. Come to the other foot. Come on down. Let's do our lockdown balance again. I know we started with it. We'll do it again though. Just to see now that the core's been worked, whether or not you feel more stable in this position. Bring it in. Go to the other side. So, foot if you can. I'm only teaching 2 yoga a week, and one of them's quite intense. The other one I have to pull it right back. So I feel like I'm missing a little bit of that yoga strength. So that's why I just wanted to do those couple of exercises now. I could do it in my own time, but for some reason I never do. I leave it for teaching time. Life's just too busy. You know how it is, especially now that everything's open. It's just not that time anymore. Which is no complaint, I'm happy, but you just don't have the time anymore. Change sides, Saturday mornings, athletics, Sunday gymnastics, like classes for me night times as well. It's great. It is just, it's what life, it's life. So we're going to get into the crow now. If you have time, try and join me. So you've got to, still a balance, right? You've got to fold your body in half. Place those elbows on top or on the knee, knees on top of the elbows. Now you're going to move your feet back until you feel comfortable, if you can, to lift off. And I find doing it after balancing is the best time. The core's activated. Yeah, that's about enough. Did you do it? Now let's try for our headstand. So you don't have to do a full headstand. You can just come into the positioning of having your feet together with your knees on your elbows. If you want more, we're going to come up. You need that breath. I do anyway. And split the legs. Oh! Joking, you don't have to split those legs. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. I'm really happy to see a few of you out there in the live stream. I will be back here Friday, 9:15, just so I can get to my classes and everything else I have to do today. Take care.